His gospel has many ideas. I chose the obvious one. Who do you think I am? I don't know about you, but Jesus could help me. Jesus is what I sometimes struggle with. It makes me think about the depths of my belief in the Trinity. My faith, it will guide, protect me. If I allow it to, and my commitment to take action based on my beliefs and faith has forced me to know I am John Smith, the guy in the wheelchair, and I have been again Stephen's 16 early years when Cloud was our pastor, and we had 4 English speaking masses each weekend. Times changed in my involvement as deep. I'm now going to have John's sour to become my voice for the rest of the homily. John, take it away.
After missing out on the 12 years of Catholic education received by my brother and sister, I am kind of the dunce of the worship committee. Each time I do a homily, I need to start by learning about the context of the readings, look up the words, places which are unfamiliar to me, and find out what has been happening just before and after the gospel story. Jesus' conversation with the disciples came after they had been traveling together across for more than a year. Until now, they had been watching Jesus as he performed miracles that healed those who were suffering and set aside by community for some perceived wrong they had committed, and taught the parables that challenged governmental rule and the cruel common sense of the day that justified their actions. They were probably feeling pretty good about themselves as disciples. It also happened just before Jesus' return to Jerusalem, where he knew he would be tried unjustly and be crucified. It was time for the midterm exam. Had the disciples taken away what they would to protect his flock and carry his messages forward, once was no longer physically present with them. Who do I say I am? It was an essay question, and Peter's answer confirmed his belief in a Jesus who at once both human and divine. He understood that the man he had been traveling with truly is the Son of God. Peter's statement in the name of the group effectively declared that their relationship with Jesus was the commitment they defined their lives. Jesus was pleased with the answer, and he handed off the keys to the kingdom and the power. No, the responsibility to nurture and protect his emerging community of believers and build it into a church, though I'm sure he did not have a hierarchical structure of today in mind. Who do you say I am? Jesus' question is about faith and commitment. How would I answer it today? How would we answer it today as a community? The correct answer seems to be something very internal to me. It means confirming a belief in something larger as we worship together and go forth each week. To me, having faith means moving the word and the wisdom of the community from my head into my heart. It challenges my very reasons for being part of the Spirit community. Is it the coffee and donuts and great people who keeps coming back? Or do I really believe that learning about and following the messages of Jesus can make a difference in my life today? Is it learning about and following, because I have found a community who shares my vision of who Jesus is and the hope he brings to my life. I am aware of many other communities of faith who answer the question who Jesus is, or the messages he brought differently than we do, often in ways that agonize me. As I thought and prayed over this gospel, I guess the bigger challenge for me is to become willing to take bold risks in moving my internal answer to who I say Jesus is, which I personally find in taking time for stillness, to taking actions based on my vision of who Jesus is. My take on this year's prayer theme. Taking risks has been a very important part of my life. Some have been small, like ordering something I have never heard of at a restaurant, Others have been more daunting, like going on a dog sledding trip in the boundary waters in below zero weather. Most have led to great
experiences and outcomes that I will always carry with me.
Maybe that's a way to consciously grow my faith and commitment to be a follower of Jesus, my role model for sharing radical messages of love and forgiveness. August is helping. Am I willing to take the risk of going public with who I say Jesus is through taking bolder actions of love and justice, with or without using words, with or without using his name? I know the very empowering feelings that come as I jump in and take actions that may be risky, but are based on what is truly important to me, my core beliefs. That is how I grow and build community with kindred others. I also know the hollow and isolating feelings as I shy away from sharing myself by taking action on what I think and believe. In the first reading, the prophet Isaiah promises that God will supply everything that is needed for all people. If I can imagine my molehill of faith as a mountain, then I can know that God will provide the energy I need. Or is it the wisdom I need? Or confidence or passion? I know that God can destroy my lethargy, my judgmental way of seeing other humans, my excuses. Since God can do this for me, I can only begin to imagine what God can continue to do in our spirit community. What are the actions of our community that say, love, forgive, advocate, vote, show up? The depths of the riches and wisdom of God are found in community. We know this because we are more able to take risks and to meet challenges when we are together. Who do you say Jesus is internally, in your head and your heart, in your words and in your actions? Who do we say Jesus is as a community? What facilitates the risks involved? May the question of Jesus, who do you say that I am, answered in the stillness of prayer and contemplation, become bold actions in our community. And may our prayerful actions lead us to hope. Amen.